Hello and welcome to Indonesia. We're here at the Mandalika International Street Circuit, an actual Grand Prix circuit. Don't be fooled by the name. It is one of the greatest places to come for motorbike racing, having hosted World Superbikes and Motogp. The Indonesian crowd absolutely love their motorbike racing, and is exactly why it's a growing market for two-wheeled sales. And we're here for World Racing League on Motogp 25. Qualifying is upon us here at Mandalika for minor because we've just got two lobbies today. Two lobbies, one minor lobby and one major. So not the usual minor 1 and minor 2, just minor and major. So in this session we have Spectre Law, Falk, Harley Lopunny, Rick Knoll, Francis King, Leo, Bernie, Lily Lopley, Swoozed, and the best among
Oh, okay.
a combination
Guys,
of what we saw from the two
sorry,
lobbies.
the big storm in my home. Wow. Ciao Caspar, ciao a tutti, welcome guys. Scusate ma c'è un mega diluvio nella mia zona e quindi eccoci qua. Speriamo che la lobby tenga, che la connessione vada bene.
Yeah, let's hope that storm sorts itself out for you then, Taco, but we're here to qualify, and we've got Lily Lopley currently on a lap at the moment. The pole sitter last time out in Assen 2 weeks ago, and obviously we do usually follow the form of the MotoGP calendar, but this time we're following the MotoGP Esport Challenge calendar, where we're at Indonesia. Of course, you might have just missed it, but hoping you got your lap in for the MotoGP Esport Challenge, playing as Johan Zarco at this circuit. And Lily Lopley goes to the line now with a 127.336. Hardy Lopunny into second with a 127.804. Bernie and Leo also on pretty strong laps, and Bernie's been coming along quite well. Oh, the front folds, I spoke too soon.
In MotoGP Sport, in time trial, 25.1 maybe? Yes, flat.
Yeah, not too sure. I was around 41st or 42nd on the timesheet, so my lap wasn't too good, but MotoGP 25 is not good for me. Not good at all.
Moto2 is not good?
No, I don't know what to do, but yeah.
The bike spin
or
not brake?
Yeah, no, just no feeling, because no vibration. But what I might do, I might race in the Ride 5 Championship. If it does return. I would love to compete in Ride 5, which I was going to do in the previous season, but you know, I was focused on Moto 2 instead. But this time I definitely prefer Ride 5 to MotoGP 25. It's just, can't handle these physics, they're a nightmare. But Lily Lopley now, as we get the focus off me and onto what's on track, on a really good lap in second. Leo's currently at the top at the moment on the Pramac Yamaha with a 127.2, which is really strong.
Buonasera ragazzi, welcome guys. Rick. C'è un mega temporale da me, sta facendo anche la grandine, quindi speriamo bene.
128.632 for Rick Knoll, who We're still not sure if he'll be returning to Moto2 next season in September. But winner in Thailand on board the KTM. As here comes Lily Lopley to the line. Does improve, but not in position. Just getting a little bit closer to Leo, who is flying on the Pramac Yamaha right now. I cannot hear the bikes on the stream.
Wow, big sound from Pramac. Yeah.
I can't hear. Ah.
No sound. Very bug. Wow.
I think on the stream as well, no other bikes.
Uh,
Oh, Bernie.
oh!
127.1. Oh! Oh, the lag, a lot of lag there for Leo as he reclaims the top position with 26.959. Lily Lopley on another fastest first sector. Spectre Law as well on a good lap now as we watch the factory Yamaha YZR M1 sponsored by Monster Energy come around the last two corners. Pretty clean there from the number 6 as he now rolls to the line with 10 minutes left on the clock for this qualifying session. A reminder that there is no minor 2, just minor and major for this one, as we would with a full season, just of course no Moto 2 or Moto 3. And here comes Francis King into turn 16 and to the last corner now, 1.2 off, but I'm sure there's something to find for the Grassini rider, who's quite strong in Assen 2 weeks ago. There's, oh, sorry, but my screen has just gone black. I'm not sure if you can hear me right now, but my computer screen has just gone black. And I don't know why. Bear with 2 seconds. Right, hello? Okay, we're back. I think we're back. Yeah, I had some issue there. My screen just went completely black there for a second. So, we're back with it.
British MotoGP League, welcome! Great lag, yeah, lag.
Hello.
The milestone is lag. Lag
Ooh,
25. Lag GP
yeah.
25, yes, is the new name.
Vestagermank goes into third with a 0.295 off of Lily Lopley onto the front row. So once again, Yamaha super strong. Here's Francis King, 0.8 off, so quite close in this top 10. Here he comes into the left-hander of turn 13, and this really fast exit down to this really long corner where you sat on the side of the bike for ages. He's folded the front. He had to sit up a bit there, and when he went back in, the full lean angle, it really unsettled the bike, and that's just put him down at the hairpin. That's what we saw Alex Lowe's run into Loris Baz's leg and break it in World Superbikes in 2023, and obviously, of course, Superbikes hasn't returned to Indonesia since then. But we're here for MotoGP, and Swooz was on a really good lap there, but unfortunately must have made a mistake because he's back in pit lane and now out for a second go. Heidi Lopley 0.4 off at the moment for the KTM rider. See what he's got through here into the left-hander of turn 13. Just listen to that Screamer V4 KTM. It sounds proper whiny, really, as he comes into the last corner, following Bernie, who's showing a good amount of pace here. You think Heidi Lopley would have a bit more in the tank, but he's been really unlucky recently in the race trim, getting taken out quite often, and he makes his way up onto the front row. Quite tight packed front row as he makes a 126.929. Rick Knoll on the other KTM. For the first time actually, I think we've had two KTMs in one lobby. I think Heidi Lopley was the sole KTM for quite a while, but now Rick Knoll on the KTM with the green boots.
Forza Rick!
Yeah. Go on, Rick Knoll. And here he comes into the last corner.
Frances King,
Oh.
Spectre Lore, Rick Null, Frances King, Folk and Leo
Very
Alfr
wide.
is Italian Rider. Leo Rosso al primo, sì, andiamo da Leo, finiamo qua il giro, poi andiamo subito da lui.
Yeah, Leo on a really good lap, showing some really strong pace here in Mandalika. Rick Knoll does not improve after that mistake earlier on. Oh, Leo.
Yeah.
Leo went to pits. And Francis, oh, rider in the way there, but thankfully, because he was on the outlap, it would have ghosted him. But Francis King very wide. He would cut it back.
Mannaggia
To the
Leo.
last corner. The Grassini Ducati gets it wound up and catches the gravel. I don't know how that wasn't invalid, but I doubt there'll be an improvement there.
Okay.
Oh, he does. Wow, he finds a good amount of time considering a 127.3. So still a bit of a way to go to get on that front row, but it's definitely quite close in that top 5.
Oh, very close, Ban, eh?
Bernie, wow, well done. It's really good to see Bernie in the mix. He was quite fast in Aragon, was hanging on to third for quite a while, and I think had a bit of difficulty, but all swoos on the curb there. And again, when the rear lifts up and goes back down, that Grassini Ducati does not look very stable. 0.6 of a second off. We know he can do better than that. In MotoGP 24, he was the real sensation, coming in halfway through the season to really make a threatening charge on Charlie's title before he took it. And here comes Swoos now. He goes from 0.6 off to, wow, about 0.2 there. Brilliant lap from Swoos to get into 4th. But then now we're seeing some red sectors from Vestigimank and Leo in Sector 1. Vestigimank pulls into pit lane. And Leo in Sector 1. Fastest but personal best Sector 2. Here's Folk, who was so close to winning
Folk.
last time out. So close to winning. Folk goes into 7th. Look how close that is. 0.3 of a second covers the top 7. And here comes Leo. Oh, he's done that super well on the Pramac Yamaha. Perfect line through there as he comes into last corner. He's a little bit tight there, and that that got close, but that's really going to hinder his exit. And he's on the green. Oh no, invalid at the last corner. Not what he wanted, but now, as I said, as Harley Lopani has now started to build into the session, he's ran a bit wide there at turn 10. Oh, and that's invalid again. It's really difficult to keep on top of the track limits here at Mandalika, and I don't think that was invalid because he is continuing on. Ooh. No, it's not, and he's definitely within touch. Let's see if he can find something in this last sector on board that KTM. Oh, that was strong. That was strong from Hardy Lopani. You could see the difference in line there between him and Leo, as Leo took the way wider exit on the throttle way earlier, which hindered his entry into the final corner. And here comes Hardy Lopani into the line, a much stronger last sector, which he does not improve. He lost something there in the 3rd sector. Vestigimank and Folk. Folk will be looking to win after having it taken away from him at Assen thanks to the 3-second penalty he had. Yeah, but Vesta, yeah, as you said, really strong. Oh no, Bernie's disconnected. Oh, what a shame. He was doing all right there in the top 6, but Vestigimank now on an absolute brilliant lap.
The lobby continue the race.
Yeah, here comes Rick now around the last corner. Vestigimank on a really good lap. Lost a bit of time there in Sector 2. That just seems to be where Lily Lopley is strong. But do they have anything to answer for her in this race? You wouldn't think so, because I believe this is Lily Lopley's home race. Either that or I've just got the flags completely wrong. But I'm 90% sure that she is Indonesian. Here comes Vestigimank then to the line, 0.295 off. Has he found something in the last sector? No, he hasn't. He's lost a lot, in fact. Down in 3rd now with a 126.961, and Folk loses time as well. But look at this. Top 6 covered by 0.229. Well, that's really impressive. And Hardy Lopani again, just trying to find that extra bit of time in these last 2 sectors where he lost out on the previous lap. However, Lily Lopley's on another good lap on board that Aprilia RS GP25. We're with Hardy Lopani though, the Brit. who's on the move on the KTM. Got it sliding out of there. And here he
Mamma.
comes into last corner. That other rider might have
Oh
just thrown him
mamma
off a bit, and it
no!
certainly has.
È arrivato
It
Alessandro,
certainly has.
Hardy è andato in confusione. Lili, 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 Lili.
Yeah, Lily Lopley on another good lap. She's really fast in qualifying, just really good at throwing the laps in. And oh, on the curb there at turn 12, might have just been a bit lag, but it did look like she was moving around quite a lot on the rear. And here we go into this really challenging last corner. She might have just been waiting a little bit for everybody else to get some banker laps in and see where she's at. She might have been sandbagging a bit, but it's looking like this is a really competitive lap time from the Indonesian. Correct me if I'm wrong, and we'll see at the end of this qualifying session, but it's surely going to be cementing that top position for Lily Lopley. It's a 126.833 and it goes to a 26.627, a good lap from Lily as Bernie reconnects. And that is your qualifying session over. We just wait for Spectre Law and Rick Knowles to come to the line.
Ciao Ale.
Oh wait, Hardy Lopunny and Francis King also on lap. Leo as well. And Spectre Law currently 3.3 off. Really struggling here. And he goes up to a 29.4.
Dai che la vinci.
And here comes Rick Knoll into turn 11. Leo's on a decent lap, and so is Hardy Lopunny. And this just seems to be a bit of a weak point for both the KTM riders here in Sector 3. Rick Knoll. Oh, and just as I say that, on the money, Rick Knoll goes down. He folds the front in Sector 3. Oh, he needs to stay out the way. And I think that might have hindered Leo's lap there. Yes, he's got in the way. That's not good. I think Rick Knoll might get an impeding penalty because I'm pretty sure he got in the way of Leo's lap. Oh, he's tried to hang on to that for too long, asking too much of the front on the curbs. A brave ask, and it did not go in the favour of Leo. Hardy Lopunny and Swooz are next to come to the line. It won't be an improvement for Rick Knoll because of his crash in Sector 3. Let's see the Gresini Ducati rider to the line then, the Frenchman. 0.4 off, and oh, Hardy Lopunny's lap did not, his lap got invalidated. So it's Lily Lopley once again.
The winner come in major.
Okay, so Lily Lopley once again on pole position in Assen, but Taco, Italians, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. The bottom 4 positions for Italy, and then Indonesia on top at home. That is Indonesia, I am correct.
Correct.
Alright then, here we go for the race in minor. A 126.627 it was that the bar was set at by Lily Lopley. And you're not going to see that beaten in the race unless something brilliant comes along from any rider. But you'd think it would be Lily Lopley. I doubt you're going to see that lap getting beaten. But I'm hoping, thanks to Mandalika's blowing nature, we can see some really aggressive battling at the front. Unfortunately, Bernie has to sit at the sidelines and watch this one after disconnecting from qualifying. Alright then. Predictions, Taco? Taco?
I check the storm.
Predictions?
River Authority, thanks for the following. For me, Lily win.
I agree. Unless she gets taken out at turn 1, which is definitely something that can happen. Here we go then. The singular minor lobby for tonight. You've got Lily Lopley on pole, ahead of Leo. And his fellow Yamaha rider Vestager Mank. Here we go, the lights are on here at the Mandalika's International Street Circuit. Lily Lopley will lead us from pole at her home Grand Prix. She gets away brilliantly as the lights go out. A good start from Vestager Mank, who looks to go up the inside of turn one. It'll be brave, but is he going to go for it? Yes, he is. He might run that wide though. Lily Lopley's going to try and cut it back under him. Yes, she does. Vestager Mank though has got a brilliant exit. He's on the outside curve, but Lily Lopley's up the inside, and retaking the lead. Look at Swooze, the Grassini rider, going around the outside as Lily Lopley chops through the field. A brilliant start from Falk on the Honda as he's now attacking Swooze. And Lily, oh my goodness, a lot of laggers. Oh no, Lily Lopley's gone down. The pole sitter's gone down along with Swooze. Oh my goodness, a big crash there for Swooze and Lily Lopley on the opening lap. I did say something could happen, and now it's Vestager Mank who leads from Hardy Lopani and Leo. Ricknell up to third as Hardy Lopani runs it super wide. Oh my goodness, a lot of drama happening thanks to all this lag. Cheers, Milestone.
Leo.
Now the two KTMs locked together, fourth and fifth in Ricknell and Hardy Lopani as Ricknell runs it wide up the inside. Hardy Lopani couldn't quite make it, but on the switch of direction, Hardy Lopani's got the run underneath Ricknell and goes through. Could we see a cutback? No, he sits up his teammate. Well, not a direct teammate, with Ricknell on the Tech 3 machine and Hardy Lopani on the factory bike, but it is the same team. It's the same thing. Come on. Here we go then into turn one, and Vestager Mank is really putting some work into the field here. Can Leo catch up? Is what we're wondering. Falk, who really wants to win now after Assen, was really competitive in that last lap, battling with Lily Lopley, but got a long lap penalty on the last lap, which immediately added 3 seconds to his race time, taking the win away from him thanks to track limits warnings. And again, just as I say that, track limits excursions for Falk, and again as we come through this really fast section, one of my favourite sections on the whole MotoGP calendar.
Sorry, Falk. No, sorry, Shoes.
Oh, a bit wide there from Leo, but you could definitely see Leo starting to catch the Vestager Mank now. The two Yamahas will go head to head shortly if this pace keeps up from Leo. You wouldn't expect to see 3 Japanese bikes in the top 3 in MotoGP, would you?
Italian versus Indonesia.
Yeah, so one Indonesian goes down and another one leads the way for Yamaha. As Vestager Mank, lots of lag there. Oh, wow. Lots of lag. But Vestager Mank continues to lead as they come around the last corner. Somebody's gone down. It's Spectre Law, who was ahead of Swooze at the time, so it's been a rotten round for him. And hopefully he'll come back stronger next time out. Here we go then. Leo down into turn one. Strong on the brakes there. Definitely putting the pressure on the home hero Vestager Mank. The Yamahas are really strong, and you can definitely tell it. Oh dear, Leo has ran it deep into turn 2, and that's going to lose him a lot of time to Vestager Mank. And Falk is looking like he's just found a bit of pace now at the end of the second lap, and we'll be hoping to put some time into the two Yamahas ahead. Hardy Lopani trying to recover from the mistake on lap 1 and try and get in the mix now. Lily Lopley's behind him, but again, more errors from Hardy Lopani in the second sector, and he's got Francis King for company now. And Lily Lopley not too far behind, as that's Ricknell, in fact. Sorry, that was Ricknell, not Hardy Lopani. My apologies. As Francis King chases down the Tech 3 KTM rider. Oh, using a lot of curb there. Lily, I keep thinking she's folding the front, but no. It's just a bit of lag. As here comes Francis King all over the back of Ricknell, and he's going to get the run just as Hardy Lopani did to him 2 laps ago. Francis King is going to in turn go up the inside of Ricknell into the penultimate corner. Seems to be weak there, does Ricknell, but Francis King runs it wide. Ricknell's going to try and come up the inside, but no. Lily Lopley takes them both, and on the exit Francis King gets it, but he's bombed it into the final corner by taking that way too tight line. Lily Lopley goes through them both, 2 for the price of 1. That's exactly what you're seeing for the pole man. Whoa! Whoa, lots of lag there, and a strange incident between Ricknell and Francis King, as it looked like Francis King just leaned into him. A shame there for Ricknell, who was actually running pretty well in 6th place and could have done with a bit of a tow from Lily Lockley to try and catch his teammate ahead. Well, sister teammate. As you can definitely tell, Leo stronger in sector 1, but Vestigimak might just have something. Oh, Vestigimak's wide. Leo thought about it there, but he just couldn't catch him and get underneath the factory Yamaha. Here we go into turn 12 on the switch of direction. Oh, Leo looking restless here because he knows Volk is starting to catch up and he wants to get through ASAP. Could we see him move into the penultimate corner? It's been a popular overtaking spot all race long. He's definitely too far behind here, but Vestigimak gone very defensive there, very tight to the inside, which is gonna hinder his corner speed through there. You can definitely tell Leo has closed a bit, but Vestigimak's going to get a brilliant exit from this because he's gone for a much more wider approach, and that's what you want to do when someone is about this gap behind you, because they can't send a dive from this far back, no way. They're still looking for those move opportunities, and you can see Vestigimak just taking the perfect lines to really cut him off and still get a perfect exit. Vestigimak's out wide. He's ran it wide, and now on the switch of direction. Oh wow! Leo tries to cut it under the inside, but Vesta, look! Oh wow, that was strange. A bit of lag again there, hindering the racing once more.
No!
Oh no! Vestigimak's gone down. Oh no! The home hero's gone down out of the lead. It looks like we're on for a good battle, but we might still be on for it because
Italian Rider, Leo and Volk. Come on, Leo.
Neither of them were even qualified in the top 5. Ooh. And now we've got 2 Italians at the front, and Harley Loppany defending from Lily Lockley in 4th. Vestigimak now trying to fight back onto the podium positions and recover from this, and the 2 Indonesians are getting aggressive on the Brits as Lily Lockley goes down trying to fight back. A rotten home race for Lily Lockley as she crashes trying to overtake Hardy Loppany. The Brit holding firm in 3rd place on board that KTM. Oh no, he's on the Tech 3. That's a Tech 3 KTM because it's got the Moto logo on the bottom. So yeah, my apologies. Rickno on the factory KTM and Hardy Loppany on the Tech 3 KTM, which is now trying to hold off Vestigimak for 3rd. But can we look at the front as the penultimate lap begins? It looks like it's a battle between Leo and Volk. The 2 Italians are going to go head to head. Pramac Yamaha and Castrol Factory HRC Honda. Can we look at the front, Taco? Please, battle.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, here we go then. As I mentioned, Volk is trying to find a way through and get revenge on what happened to him last time out in Assen. He's looking to take it home this time. And they've got a little bit more track limits excursions to play with a lap and a bit to go now. Leo looks like he's controlling this, but oh no, Volk! No! He's gone down. Oh, trying to catch up to Leo and get his name in the hat to fight for the win. And again, it's gone wrong for him at the end of the race, and it's now plain sailing to the line for Leo as Vestigimak and Volk will try and fight back to get 2nd place off Hardy Loppany, who has done really well.
The last lap, ragazzi, l'ultimo giro sarà veramente tosto, qua.
After that mistake at the start, Hardy Loppany's done a great job, the Brit on the Tech 3 KTM, to recover and get up to 2nd place. As they come into the last corner, the battle is definitely still on for the podium positions. If Vestigimak can catch Hardy Loppany, or if Volk can catch either of them. As Hardy Loppany's ran it super wide, super wide. He's, oh my god, he's completely bombed it. And he's lost almost half a second to allow Vestigimak through, but he's gone the defensive line back up the inside at the last corner and retaken 2nd place. A strong move after that really big mistake, recovering well to put that KTM back in 2nd place, but he's ran it wide again at turn 1. Vestigimak has still got a 2nd place in reach. That is home race, but Volk is definitely not. Oh, Vestigimak, he's gone down again, and I keep cursing riders all throughout this race.
Volk is back on the podium.
Yeah, already on the last lap, and he could catch Hardy Loppany if there is a mistake from the KTM Tech 3 rider, but it looks like a bit too far. But how about this? What's a right? Oh.
Ma?
What happened?
Ma hai visto questo, Carlo?
What happened? Oh no, more lag, robbing riders of podium positions as now Lily Lockley somehow back on the podium. But it is Leo who hopefully can make it to the line without any lag. He qualified outside the top 5, and it did look like he was struggling a little bit in qualifying, but he's really come to the floor. Falk's gone down again. Oh, what a shame. It's been a rotten last 2 laps. Oh no. Vestager Mank as well. They can't stop crashing. Here comes Leo though, around the final corner on the Pramac Yamaha. He takes victory here in Mandalika. He had at least 3 rivals
Bravo Leo,
to
c'aveva
contend
ragione
with
Valmor,
for that win
bravo!
throughout the length of the race, battling with Lily Lopley, Falk and Vestager Mank, and he's beaten them all. Luck or not, it's what you need in motorbike racing. It's exactly what Leo had. He takes victory here in Mandalika ahead of Hardy Lopani. A strong recovery for the Brits on the Tech 3 KTM after a mistake early on in the race. And Lily Lopley making a recovery to 3rd place, be it luck. But as I said before, luck is what you need, and that's exactly what the home hero
And Leo
has
come
had
to major.
to get into 3rd place. And Leo, you'll be seeing him in major, and the only rider to reach the 26s in that race. So clearly an impressive run of form for the Italian. So there is your podium: Leo, Hardy Lopani and Lily. And obviously you'll be seeing Leo in major as we get ready for the main event coming to you now.
Leo exit of the home. Hardy Luponi and,
yes.
and Lily.
Okay then, so we won't be seeing Leo because he will be disconnecting. Hardy Lopani and
Bye,
Lily
Lori.
Lopley flying the flag for her home country. She'll be racing here at Mandalika in the major race.
Vester, come in major. Vester, come in major, come on. Grande. Oh. Juanda. Deepo Akbar is back tonight, guys.
The home race.
Ciao Rick, ciao a tutti ragazzi, benvenuti, welcome back guys. Ciao Eki, welcome. Vito, ma sei online? Non ti vedo. Sì, sì, c'è il... eccolo, scusa. Vieni, vieni. Entra. Eri già segnato. Manca solo Juanda, eccolo. Ok, guys. Ok, ok, ok. Come on. Ok. Now
Alright,
it's
and we're going to get rolling for the second time tonight for the major race.
Major tonight is crazy.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good race. Well, either domination from Deepo Akbar, which I wouldn't put out of the question, or
Ciao Davide,
we'll see.
buonasera.
I think Joanda will have a bit to answer to him. Oh no, DJX is disconnected. Well, then we get qualifying started here at Mandalika. And now the riders come to track. Alessandro, Sacred Meerkat, Spadalongo, Jake Monkey, Dippo Akbar, Vestagimank, Hardy Lopani, Matayoli and Juanda all on the grid today for the major race.
Oh yeah. DX disconnected. Whoa. Okay. The game is very shit, ragazzi.
Yeah. Alessandro running a brilliant Valentino Rossi replica.
Giulito tonight
Let's see
not
it come.
play.
Yeah, it's a shame. But he's been quite down on his luck, not in qualifying it in the race. I seem to keep cursing him. But here is Sacred Meerkat, fresh off the podium in Essen, both him and Jake, who is not here tonight. So the two
Oh,
Brits
sorry, DX.
racing
Sorry.
will be Hardy Lopani and Sacred Meerkat. Then you've got Italian. Oh no, Jake is here. Sorry, Jake is here.
In the beach, Giulito. Yes, Spanish. Now, the beach. Beach volley, Taylor. No,
Three.
DX.
Sacred Meerkat a bit close to the curb there at the
Not,
moment,
not
but
restarting
looks alright.
single event, only in the championship.
Here comes Sacred Meerkat to the line. There's a 1:27.0 and a strong lap to kick off the session as everybody else looking like they're struggling to beat that, apart from Vestigir Mank and Alessandro super close to Dippo Akbar, as you'd expect from the Indonesian home hero, a very popular guy on
For
Instagram
me,
and TikTok, and a brilliant racer in Motogp Esport. He goes to the top, surely? Yes, he does, with a 26.5.
For me, Juanda, pole position.
Yeah, he was very strong in the MotoGP Esport classification for Joan Zarco on the LCR Honda at Mandalika, and that's exactly what he's riding now, but instead with the number 39 plate.
Oh,
and here he comes into the last corner. He's
no.
gone down. Bit too much front brake and way too much curb for the home hero, who is on course to take pole position and make it an Indonesian 1-2, but Spadalongo takes advantage of that. Oh no, he doesn't improve. He gets his lap invalidated thanks to that crash. But Vestigir Mank up to second, really strong from the Indonesian from MotoGP Minor, who we just saw competitive in MotoGP Minor. Unfortunately didn't make it onto the podium, but he'll be hoping to be competitive in this one, and he's definitely got a shot at it. It'll be really good to see if we had an Indonesian lockout on the front row. That would be quite the surprise. And here comes Alessandro around the final corner, the Italian, who's really been on the money all the way through all the spring and summer events. He moves into third with a 27.0, 0.4 off Dippo Akbar. Joanda's going to get going again. Mataioli on the Honda around the penultimate corner. He's ran that super wide. And he's sat it up and given up. Monkey also on the lap. Jake as well. 0.8 off at the moment. And he's also on the Honda. So the Honda seems to be quite the popular weapon, as I imagine that's where everyone has got their setups from the MotoGP Esport classification.
You back on
and
next.
Here comes Jake to the line.
Race.
Oh, a strong lap from Jake. A 26.7.
Sacred, wow.
Yeah, oh wow. Really good from Sacred to make it up to second. And, I mean, these guys, they're going to be at the top of their game. They've been doing hours upon hours, tens of hours of practice here at Mandalika, playing as Johan Zarco on the LCR Honda to qualify for MotoGP Esports. So we know that they have all the practice they need for this race, which is why I think we'll see some really strong performances and some intense battles, which will hopefully be less crashing. But as you predicted, Sacco, Juanda at home is going to come to the line and he's going to shoot to the top half a second quicker than his compatriot. Pole position by half a second.
Yeah,
and I don't think we're going to see that bit. And what a lap from Juanda. Oh, wow. The fact that in MotoGP 23, I used to be about, you know, maybe 3-4 tenths off of a second off of him. And now he's just thrown that in there. What a lap. And hopefully we'll be seeing Juanda be able to fly the flag for Indonesia alongside Dippo Akbar in MotoGP Esport this year. That'll be really good to see. Somebody that I've been on the grid with in the past and beaten in the past on the MotoGP Esport grid.
Sacred and Jake.
Really good to see his improvement. But here is Sacred Meerkat, somebody who's already always been at the top all the way back to the early ride games. You look at the leaderboards and it's Sacred Meerkat, Sacred Meerkat, Sacred Meerkat. And here he comes then, getting followed by his teammate and compatriot Jake, both on the Honda, the Castrol HRC Honda. But no improvement for so far for Sacred Meerkat, but improvement for Jake in sector 2 and 3, 0.6 off of Juanda at the moment, who is still improving somehow, trying to dig into the 25s. As here comes Jake. Meerkat's out a bit wide there, but he's cut it back nicely. Let's see if he's found something in the last sector. Jake definitely looking strong, and just as I say that, he folds the front on the brake into the last corner, and he gets going for another lap. Dippo Akbar. Personal best sector 1. Apologies. Yeah, Dippo Akbar, personal best in sector 1 and 2. And Alessandro, personal best as well.
Come on, Monkey. Forza, forza. Dobbiamo abbassare questo tempo.
Monkey on the Yamaha. Okay. The number 17, 2.1 off at the moment on the Yamaha. Where does he improve? A 27.4. That's quite quick for what we saw in minor. Here comes Mataioli around the penultimate corner, the Italian, also on the Honda. So as I said before, there's quite a few Honda riders in this as opposed to what we saw in Assen, because they've all been practicing here in MotoGP Esport Qualifier, so they'll have their setup saved for the RC213V. But the only LCR rider, Juanda, who's currently on top, as Mataioli makes his way into 8th with a 127.4. Here comes Alessandro around the last corner, currently 0.9 off, running that Valentino Rossi replica helmet, as he now comes to the line and moves into 5th with a 26.8. But there's definitely still a long way to go to catch Juanda, even for Dippo Akbar. This is Spadalongo, the Marco Simoncelli replica. So lots of riders running real racer replicas. As the Italian comes to the line on the VR4060 Ducati and moves into pole position. What a lap! What a lap from Spadalongo. We did not see that coming. It didn't even, the sector times didn't even show up. What an incredible lap from the Italian to snatch pole position from Juanda by 8 thousandths of a second. Wow, that came out of nowhere. It looks like everybody is coming a bit more into the pace now. Sacred Meerkat's fastest in Sector 1. Personal best in Sector 2. A bit of a weak Sector 3 from what we just saw there. But Duranda, as I predicted, down on his personal best. But now Duranda looking to respond. And already up in Sector 1 and Sector 2 again. Halfway around, he is on course for a 25.
Spadalongo is very fast in last sector.
Yeah, here comes Sacred Meerkat around the last corner, looking to replicate that of the Italian's final sector as he now comes to the line with 6 minutes left on the clock. It's 0.572 that he has to gain, and he doesn't make an improvement this time round. But here comes Dippo Akbar. Oh, wow, a big moment on the front there, and he's managed to save it. Imagine that one will be going on his Instagram. As here comes Duranda into the last corner.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Lots of lag. Oh,
I'm flying with you. First Juanda.
Oh, he's got it up
Wow.
to Peter. And still we're not in the 25s. He's gone to 26.035. They're trying to get pole position as slow as they can, it looks like, because surely we would have seen a 25 by now from Duranda or Spadalongo. But once again, they're just digging away tiny little bits. And there's still 5 minutes left of the session for us to see a 25. Hardy Lopani second in Motogp Minor, and he goes for the 26.6. A great lap from Hardy Lopani to put himself in between his compatriots of Jake and Sacred Meerkat. So we've got Brits 4th, 5th and 6th covering off that second row. Can Mataioli split them? No, he can't. He moves up into 9th ahead of Monkey with a 27.4. Jake is improving though, looking to get ahead of Hardy Lopani. No, he's lost time in the last sector and started again. Early into turn 1, but now we watch Dippo Akbar trying to get further up the front row, and he's struggling to find something here, and that's invalid, I think. No, it's not invalid. 0.5 off at the moment, so a lot of work to do to catch Spadalongo and Duranda. But if it stays like this, we could see a serious fight for the win between the Italian and the Indonesian, and neither of them are going to give it up. Spadalongo, of course, winner at Silverstone, thanks to Giulietta running out of fuel and Plat 1 for life getting a long lap penalty in the last lap. Silverstone always brings home good races and doesn't deserve the hate it gets. Well, the circuit at least. The organisers, yeah. Here comes Dippo Akbar into the last corner, looking to take that Yamaha further up the front row, but it just doesn't look like he can find it as he now comes to the line. 0.521 off. Has he found any time? No, he hasn't. So difficulty for the home hero. One of the home heroes. Oh, whoa, big moment on the curb as he loses the road and crashes. 3 minutes to go though, so he's still got time for another lap. But Spadalongo is improving. Sector 1 and Sector 2, we do know he is super strong in the final sector, so just watch out for him. And in the third sector, but just as he does that, in the third sector he was really fast, but just as he does that, the lap gets invalidated, and he's going to go again. Sacred Meerkat on a decent lap, trying to get onto the front row, just off Dippo Akbar's time, but a front row will be really positive for the Honda rider as he comes into the last corner now. Towards the last corner. Hardy Lopani, again, a really strong effort from him to get 5th for now. The Sacred Meerkat comes around the last corner, taking that number 93 Honda. No, it's not what you think it is, because it's Castrol, not Repsol. Here comes Sacred Meerkat to the line. Has he found time to beat Dippo Akbar? No, he's just off. Just off of the front row. So close. Depot crashing again, pushing too hard to find the time. Can't find half a second. That's so much to grab. As Jake comes through turn 11 now. And then turn 12, improving again. 666, the number of the beast, is what his time is off the pole position lap. And here he comes into the penultimate corner. These look like he's got that stopped brilliantly. Good stuff from Jake on the RC213V. HRC as he comes around the last corner now, squaring off nicely, and I think that was invalid at the last corner. Let's just see where this takes him, and if it was valid. It was, and he shoots up to the front row. Brilliant lap by Jake as he makes a 26.4, and it's too late for his lap to get taken away now. So now Jake's going to come onto the straight and go again for one last effort. It looks like Spadalongo's got one more chance at pole position. And who's that sat in behind Joanda looking to get the slipstream? It might just be Dippo Akbar. But look at Spadalongo, personal best sector 1. And we'll see that, I imagine, again in sector 2. But it's the final 2 sectors, the final half of the lap, where the VR4060 Ducati man really comes into his own. And it's a bit of a lost situation here for Alessandro. It's a shame to see him down in 7th. But he is improving, and we'll see what this is for the Italian with the number 51 VR4060 Ducati as his teammate hunts for pole position. He hunts for a second row spot, which he is attempting to knock Hardy Lopani off. And here we go, as I predicted, Spadalongo fastest sector 3. What's this for Alessandro? Can he get onto the second row? He gets the 5th. A really strong lap at the end of the session from Alessandro, but here comes Spadalongo, the other VR4060 Ducati, around turn 16, looking to spoil it for the home hero Joanda. Here he comes into the last corner. Has he got it done this time? Surely he can, as the RHC is now activated, and we shoot to the line in 4th, 5th. It's going to be pole, is it? No, it's just second place. He improves, but it's not enough. So Joanda holds on to pole position unless Jake or Dippo Akbar can find something magical in the last sector. Jake again. Dippo Akbar does get it to the line. He does get 3rd, but can Jake respond and improve and get back? No, he can't. He does improve, but just misses out on the front row. Here comes Vesta Gimank, another home hero. So 3 Indonesians on the grid here, and he does improve, but not enough to get further up. But there you go, Joanda on pole, just as you predicted, Taco. Just about ahead of Spadalongo. I think we're going to have a really close race here between the Indonesian and the Italian. Definitely a lot closer than what we saw in Minor. Yeah, quite strong. Ahead of Matteoli and Monkey. There it is, your pole man Joanda at his home Grand Prix. Joanda. Well, enter in the chat below. Who do you think is going to win this one? Is it going to be one of the 2 absolutely rapid riders, the Italian Spadalongo starting 2nd, or Joanda on pole? Or are you going to go for a bit of a wild card and go for someone like Jake or Alessandro maybe, who we know is quicker in the race trim? Tom Shade there supporting Heidi Lopani in the comments. Big up the Brits. Yeah, so get your predictions in for this race, because it is the main event now that is about to get underway. 7 laps coming your way here at the Mandalika International Street Circuit for the Indonesian GP and the World Racing League GP Summer Events. Terrible track. It used to be really good, but it's a shame Balaton Park got ruined by the heaps of chicanes that have been chucked in there. Of course, they have to put them in for safety reasons, but you know, if you're going to make it a rubbish track, just go somewhere else. We're just waiting on Alessandro to ready up now. The multiple time minor race winner. And I believe that's Bobbin in the chat, who says Sacred Meerkat first, Jake second and Joanda third. A brave shout and one I agree with. Come on guys, Meerkat and Jake. And of course Hardy Lopani as well. We're going to get rolling here for the major race at Mandalika. There is your pole man, Joanda, the big pink number 39, is going to lead us away from pole, but can he get the launch on the RC213V, or will it get taken by fellow Indonesian Dippo Akbar or Spadalongo, the Italian? We go racing as the lights go out. We were waiting for a bit there, and Spadalongo's got a rough start, but a brilliant one for Joanda. Look at the, oh wow, look at that, a Yamaha on the outside. I think that was Vestagimank who's ran it off really wide into turn one. Oh, Joanda's way off wide. Look at Jake up the inside as he looks to take the lead into turn one. Oh my goodness, lots of riders all chopping and changing in position, and Jake goes for a double overtake on the two Indonesians as he now leads, but Joanda's up the inside. This is a dramatic start as Spadalongo goes through on them both as well. Double overtakes everywhere you look as Dippo Akbar's through on Jake. Now he's gone from first to fourth in one corner. Poor Jake, and now he's got Alessandro for company. A bad start for the other two Brits, Sacred Meerkat and Hardy Lopani, as once again, oh, big contact there as Jake slams into the side of Joanda and sets him back to fifth. An aggressive move there from Jake as he puts the home hero, the pole man, way back down into sixth. An unfortunate turn of events which sees Joanda outside the top five, but strong from Monkey in fifth there. And now Spadalongo leads from Dippo Akbar. That is just what Dippo Akbar needed, and Spadalongo. They needed Joanda to have this at the start of the race and make him work for this as he goes into the back of Monkey there into the penultimate corner, trying to get through a bit too soon, and he's being attacked by his fellow Indonesian Vestagimank now into the last corner. And he's definitely getting caught up in the fight now. This is not good for Joanda. But can Spadalongo break the field now ahead of Dippo Akbar? As here comes Vesta. Oh, Monkey and Alessandro fighting for fourth, and Monkey's really come along in race pace here. He had a difficult qualifying, but he looks like he's hanging in well with Alessandro on the Yamaha, and he's going to try and force his way through, but it's going to put him on the outside here. Can he get, oh, the run into turn 5? No, he can't. But here he comes. He's, oh, I thought he was going to go for it there. No, that would have been really brave and really stupid, because it would have lost him the exit into turn 8. It's all about setting up for the next corner here at Mandalika, and look at Joanda all over the back of Monkey. He goes for the inside on Alessandro. He runs it wide. Joanda goes through. Oh, rough re-entry to the racing line from Monkey, which just allowed Joanda through. And now Joanda has his sights set on Alessandro. It's not done just yet for Joanda. He still has hopes of a podium and even the win if something happens between the top two, or if we get a battle on our hands he can really take advantage of. He is the pole man for a reason, because he is the fastest on circuit. But let's just see what it's looking like in race trim. Oh, wide there from Spadalongo as Dippo Akbar looks to get aggressive and try and make a move, but Spadalongo track limits there into the last corner. Into turn 1 we go. Can Dippo Akbar find anything to close in on the Italian? It seems like he's got the pace for it, but he just can't get the overtake, because it's very one line here in Mandalika, at least in these first two sectors. So if you do make a move, it could lose you a lot of time if it doesn't work. That might be just being a bit more careful here instead of sending a dive. And as Joanda now tries to get through on Alessandro, doesn't want to waste any time at all getting through on the riders which he knows for sure he can easily get past. And Alessandro, you'd think, is one of them, as here comes Joanda. It's definitely not going to still be an easy feat. He's definitely won a lot of races in World Racing League for a reason. But, oh yeah, and exactly. Alessandro's showing him why. He tried to go for the cutback there, but Joanda got a brilliant exit. He's got a brilliant line there. Alessandro, as he goes to the back of Joanda and crashes. That reminds me of Alvaro Bautista going into the back of Jonathan Ray at Mandalika. I think it was 2022. Oh my word, a big moment there for Alessandro as he goes into the back of Joanda and crashes, but Joanda stays on it, and he's now on the back of Jake, looking to serve up some revenge for his fellow Honda rider. The Brit is in shark-infested waters with the Indonesian behind him. It just looks like Dipo Akbar starting to lose ground now to Spadalonga, and in turn Jake losing ground to Dipo Akbar. Can Joanda get into third and start putting the pressure on his compatriot? Here we go then. Through turn 5, a really fast section, probably the fastest section in corner on the whole calendar, as he's right up behind Jake and he shoves him out of the way. What a brilliant move from Joanda. This is the corner where Jake hit him last time around. He's just going to, he'll probably get a bit worried there that Jake's going to send it back. But that was a brilliant run from Joanda. He set that up perfectly, and I wish we could get a replay of that. That was so impressive. And I doubt we'll be seeing that again from anyone throughout the race. And if we do, it'll be Joanda, and he'll be hoping to overtake the two in front of him. But he's got some work to do to catch Dipo Akbar and Spadalonga. Dipo Akbar's doing a decent job just hanging in there, and Sacred Meerkat is starting to come back to the floor, catching his fellow Honda rider and fellow Brit in 4th place, and he's got Monkey Hot on his tail, bringing him along with. But Dipo Akbar, as I said before, definitely not letting Spadalonga out of his sights, just staying on a good run here and keeping that Yamaha nice and consistent. Probably going for the more wide lines, just play it a bit more safe instead of darting for the inside and making a V shape out the corner, which is definitely not something you want to do here at Mandalika. But of course, to play to the Yamaha's strong suits.
Avevo il microfono staccato, io non ci credo. The mic is off. Oh no.
Yeah,
My mic.
Oh no.
Sorry guys.
Your microphone. Oh no. Whoops.
Peccato per Alessandro, very unlucky for Alessandro, e Spadalongo sta davanti in testa adesso, prima posizione, poi seguito da Dipo e Joanda. Vediamo Jake e Sacred adesso, i due ragazzi inglesi.
Oh, Sacred are really deep into that. Well, at least you had me informing you there, because if we lost both of us, that would have been catastrophic.
Oh, Joanda is close, eh?
Oh, lots of lag there, Taco. 800 ping.
My voice?
But
Lag?
Joanda... No,
Okay.
no, the game.
Ah, the game, yes.
Oh, and again, oh, word. Now, Joanda, he's going to have 2 laps to see what he can do about Dipo Akbar and Spadalonga. He won't be able to catch them on race trim. He's going to have to hope for a mistake from one of them, but it's been an absolutely spotless ride ever since he took the lead on lap 1 from Spadalonga. The ping is getting serious now, as Taco is at 1000 ping. Oh my word, this is bad. This is really bad. This might affect the race result here, because it's...
Wow. But my voice is
no,
okay.
This is bad. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, this is really not good now. I bet the riders are having a terrible time with this. I think it's actually put Dipo Akbar a bit closer to Spadalonga.
Big storm in my city, guys. C'è un grande temporale che sta oramai da più di un'ora. Sta spingendo forte. But the connection is okay now.
Through nicely.
No, Dipo.
For now. Oh, Dipo Akbar's gone down on the penultimate lap, trying to chase down Spadalonga. The podium hopes at home go down the drain as Jake now inherits 3rd place and Joanda 2nd. And now it looks like a done deal for Spadalonga. if he can just keep it clean in this last lap. Now it's Sacred Meerkat versus Dipper Akbar for 4th place. Can the Honda get into 4th and make it a British 3rd and 4th, and Honda 2nd, 3rd and 4th? A rotten race again for Alessandro in 9th, behind Hardy Lopani, and Sacred Meerkat running a bit deep there, nearly going into the back of the Indonesian. But what a ride from Spadalongo. He's been absolutely faultless ever since he took the lead at the end of lap 1 after that crazy start to the race. And the VR46 rider, after victory in Silverstone a few weeks ago, has just looked absolutely untouchable ever since. A bit of a warning there for Dipper Akbar, track limits, but here comes Spadalongo into the final sector for the Indonesian Grand Prix of the World Racing League Summer Events. The Italian on the VR40. They're all the riders on the grid here and meet in the sandwich of the VR46 Ducati riders. And as I say that, Alessandro moves up to 8th ahead of Hardy Lopani. Here comes Spadalongo around the penultimate corner. That was wide there. Careful you don't lose the front there, mate. The Italian answers back to the Indonesians and wins on the away ground. Spadalongo takes victory in Indonesia. And oh no, Hardy Lopani's crashed, but Juanda takes home a strong 2nd place after a difficult event at the start, which he'll definitely not be happy with Jake for that one. But Jake takes home 3rd, really strong again from him. Another podium for the Brit as he beats Dipper Akbar, who unfortunately crashed on the penultimate lap, chasing down Spadalongo. But there it is, Spadalongo. That's a 2nd victory to his tally for the World Racing League Summer Events. That is Silverstone and Mandalika. And now what the results are as follows: Spadalongo, Juanda, Jake, Dipper Akbar, Sacred Meerkat, Monkey, Mattioli, Alessandro, and Hardy Lopani. Hopefully the lag is a bit more minimum next time out in 2 weeks. Where are we?
Yeah,
what
20, one moment. 22 maybe? 22 July, Balaton Park. Guys, grazie a tutti, thanks.
Yes, Balaton Park.
River Authority, thanks for watch live streaming. Thanks Race Boy for a commentary box with
Thank you very much.
Thanks guys, good night, good evening, and have fun. See you next and final race in Balaton Park. Ciao.
See ya.